We're going to talk about Dontay London again. Can he finally keep a job? A job? Dontay London has taken to his community post, his community section, once again. And he's uploaded some new photos of himself looking pretty sharp with that DKNY polo on and his man bag. Are you guys falling for it? Do you think he's going to turn a new leaf? Will Dontay London turn a new leaf once and for all? Let me know in the comment section right now, right now. Can he do it? Can Dontay London do it? Let me know what you guys think right now. So, welcome back, everybody. Make sure that you guys like this stream right now and that you are subscribed to the channel. So Dontay London took to his community section. He posted some new photos. He's looking pretty good. He's smiling, and this comes after the highly disputed, the highly talked about. This has got to be like the most talked about YouTube paycheck in history. The most highly talked about paycheck in YouTube history. The $7,500 YouTube revenue that he received on August 21st. Let me pull that up right here. Like I said, this is like the most highly contested YouTube check I've ever heard about ever. So after, the big payday, it's kind of like being hood rich, right? Getting a big check and then you go pay some bills, eat, give your mom some money. Now he's moving into being a car salesman. Now, what do you guys think about that? I don't know what the economy right now is like for selling cars. I don't know what it's like in the Michigan area either. I would like to think that, I'm sure he's going to sell some cars if he stays on the job. I would imagine that a lot of people, I don't know, I guess everything depends on how the person is, some people are really there to buy a car. So if you get to that person, and they really have the money and they want to spend it, or they have, qualify for, a loan, they're going to buy the car. But let me know, do we have anyone listening here who's worked in sales? Do you really feel that, the words that you use, maybe being pushy, does that actually help to buy a car? Because I would say for me, that would not work on me. When I've bought cars before, it actually takes me several weeks. I would never rush to buy anything. And I want to look around first, especially if we're talking about a new car. You want to look around, see what you like, and make sure, because this is a big purchase, you want to drive off the lot and feel good about yourself. I don't want to drive away and, I don't know, I wouldn't even do this, but you don't want to drive away or a couple days later regret your decision. So, what do you guys think about that? The car industry, how is the economy doing where you are? I always see all these videos on YouTube, all the doomsday videos, and whether it's real estate, fast food, small businesses, how people can't pay their bills and their rent. I'm sure we all see these types of videos, in YouTube, TikTok, and wherever you're looking. Sometimes you're not even looking for it. It just keeps coming through the feeds. How this company laid off such and such amount of people. And, I just watched a video today, actually, of Starbucks is relocating to Nashville and how they just laid off like 200 people. But anyways, anyways, do you guys think that this is gonna finally be the turning point for Dontay London? I've been following him for about a year and a half now. I know some people found him earlier, some people found him later. I've been seeing just the same cycles. It's good to see. I don't know if he's really still with his girlfriend or not, but I mean, we haven't seen her in quite some time. But if he is single, I think that would be for the best right now. Get yourself. I don't understand. I never understood how somebody can just jump from relationship to relationship without a breather. I feel like, I feel like, I believe that they need time to take breaks, stop jumping from woman to woman. But I think if he's really attempting to get better, you need to be single, worry about yourself, your son, getting paying your bills, getting established. And we're going to see if he could stay there past 3 months. If he could stay on this job for 6 months, then wow. But we're going to see. Some people are saying that it's not even going to be very long, that he won't last. So we'll see. We will see, sales, it's going to be up and down. It's probably not even going to be consistent. And probably not much you can do about it. Either people are going to want to buy or they're not going to want to buy. Are you working that day when they walk onto the property? If they don't buy that day, do they take your name and actually come back for you? I remember some of the cars that I've purchased, they start calling you. The price gets lower the longer you wait it out, especially when you take over a month to finally buy. But, everyone just has their ways and their beliefs. I used to have a friend who believed, she believed she owned a clothing boutique. And the way she talked to me about, her customers, or potential customers, people that walk through the door, she believed that kind of being like, I kind of want to say kind of like high pressure. She would talk to me about how she was going to close people to buy clothing. And I know for myself, that doesn't work on me. When I go into a store, I don't want to be talked to. If you got a sale going on or a special, you could tell me about that. If the whole store's 40% off, yeah, you can tell me, but I want to look at what you have. I don't want anybody asking me no questions. Is there something that you were looking for? But that's just me. I do not want to talk. Do not bother me. If there's something high up and I want to get it, I will let you know. If not, then I didn't want nothing. I'm not shy. If I want to buy something, I'm going to buy it. So I don't know. That is just me, though. I know that there probably are people the opposite of me. I don't know how any adult could be, but I'm sure there's people the opposite of me, who maybe, I guess they're shy or something, or need to be convinced. I don't like to play games. I either want it or I don't. Or maybe I do want it, but I don't got the money right now. But either I want it or I don't. I don't need any convincing. I don't want to be sold, because it doesn't work. But how do you guys think Dontay London's going to do as a salesperson? I would imagine the way that he portrays himself anyways, keyword is portray, the way that he comes across on YouTube, he would probably, I would imagine that he is going to probably, I think his aura would be good with potential customers and stuff. I wonder if he's going to get himself well educated in the car industry to really understand however it is. I don't know. I never worked at a car dealership, so I just want to know do you guys think that he'll get himself like just well versed into it so that he could try to do his best, because people are, I'm sure there's going to be people asking certain questions like, well, what does this car come with, what does this entail, and you got to know all that stuff. Some people really like that. Some people don't like when they walk into a business and ask a question and then the person says, I don't know. I mean, how many times have we walked into somewhere and like the person says that's working there says that they don't know something? Like, maybe for some people that wouldn't really trigger you, but I've had this happen to me, like for questions I wouldn't think like are that, not that I was asking anything too deep and the person doesn't know, but you work there. So I don't know. I like people to know their stuff. Like if I walk into a fast casual restaurant and I said, well, how much is this, or what comes in this? You need to know that. That's basic. I want to know what comes in this, whatever. Freshly squeezed lemonade. What comes on this salad? I need you to know this. I don't want to hear, I don't know. Okay, but back to Dontay London. Like I said, I feel like his personality I think he'll get along with customers. We're just going to see, I have no idea, what it's like to sell cars. But I mean, already, I think regardless of your personality and all these different things, that there's going to be times where you can't sell a car because nobody that came. Some of it's going to be timing. You weren't working that day when a serious buyer came. Some of it's going to be people are looking around. So it's going to just fluctuate because it's not something that's like certain. People need to usually look around and see what's out there, do their test drives, think about it. Maybe they're married. They want to discuss it with their wife or their husband. There's all different types of scenarios. So I don't think that the car industry is going to be stable. I couldn't imagine that you're going to sell the same number of cars every month. It's going to vary. And there's going to be certain months where like, it seems like, wow, I sold a lot of cars this month, whatever. I don't know what a lot is, but I'm going to imagine this month I sold 10 cars. Then another month, I only sold 3 cars. Then there could be a stretch, 2 months. I didn't sell any cars. Everybody's broke. Oh my God, the economy's bad. It's the president's fault. Oh my gosh, I had a good month. I sold 10 cars and made, I don't know what their commissions are, but I sold 10 cars. I made X amount of money. Then I didn't see this coming. I went on vacation. I went to the Bahamas, gave my mom a couple thousand, went out to eat, did bottle service somewhere. And then the next 2 months, I couldn't make any money. Oh my gosh, I had to download the DoorDash app and start doing DoorDash on the side until things picked up. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Like, I don't know. I would imagine that it's kind of like that, So I want to remind you guys to check out my other videos. This is one of the most recent videos that I've made about another YouTuber who has about 18 million followers right here on YouTube. And he revealed his income ever since he's been on YouTube for more than a decade. And he was on YouTube when they first started monetization. And he revealed how much money he's made on YouTube and also on Twitch. And the number is astounding. One reason that compelled me to make this video is I feel that a lot of people are worried about Dontay London's $7,500 check. And don't get me wrong, everybody starts from somewhere. I'm not making $7,500 a month on YouTube. Hopefully I get there pretty quick. However, I feel like, for some people, I don't know, they're so pressed about this, people making a few $1,000s when you got people raking in a couple $100,000 a month. So after you guys finish watching this stream, make sure to check this video out. If you want to hear about somebody making some money, and I mean money to be jealous about. Now, I'm not jealous about it, but I'm just saying money that will make people they'll be like, I cannot believe it. And then, not to say anything negative towards a content creator, but when you hear the content creator, how they speak and with the stuff that they talk about, I mean, he isn't saying or doing anything that's uniquely special. So it just goes to show some of this is luck, some of this is just putting time in. So, check this video out. And then also, here are some videos that I've made recently about Dontay London specifically. So make sure that you guys check these videos out after the conclusion of this stream. Yes, I even have a file, I don't know what you call them on YouTube, where you can click on Dontay London and watch all the videos I've ever made about him. I don't make a video about him every day, but I've been talking about him, maybe for like a year and a half here and there. So make sure that you guys check out these videos right here on the screen. So now I'm going to show a video that I really felt is very heartwarming exchange between Dontay London and his mother. So let's check this out.
About to surprise my dudes with $2,000 in cash. It's late. Hopefully she's still up. Just got back to the crib. It's crazy I'm able to do this for mom. My YouTube check touched down a few hours ago. About to surprise my dudes with the you feel me? What's up, mama? Got something for you. Pizza? No, ain't no pizza. Ain't no pizza. What you talking about? I mean, pizza a lot, lady. Little 2,000 for you, mama. For everything you do for me, you feel me? Ma, that's false accusations. That's false accusations. My mama let me use her credit card every now and again. So she like, now I can pay off my credit card. But I tell you, boy, I love you, mama. Thank you for everything you do for me. I love you, Dad.
So yeah, I really like that clip. He posted that to his shorts, his shorts videos. Was it yesterday or the day before? But yeah, Dontay London gifted his mom $2,000. Let me know if you guys think that was real or was that just for YouTube. But can Dontay London, for the first time, keep a job? Let me know in the comment section. We're going to see. We'll see how this plays out for the rest of 2026. One thing for me that I like seeing is that he has his mother and his father in his life and that they are helping him along the way through his struggles and, all these ups and downs. But hopefully this time, especially for the sake of his son, he will try to get more serious and start posting more consistently and stay very consistent posting videos on YouTube. I will say this, if it were me, remember guys, when YouTuber Dodash was blowing up, she was throwing 5 videos at YouTube like a day. So, I will be posting a lot of videos and I would start investing into clippers. So if you guys don't know what clippers are, a lot of channels, the way people are blowing up quicker, is that they're paying people to create all these accounts on social media. Let's say they do Kick or Twitch, especially we'll say like Blueface and Krishan Rock. Why do you think that they're so big? They're paying for clippers. It's kind of hard, because YouTube doesn't give, all the impressions that you need. sometimes when you see a content creator and they have low views, sometimes it's related to how many followers you have and the positioning where YouTube will put your video. And I've even experimented with this. I'll open an incognito window, and let's say I want to see how my video is doing. I'll open an incognito window and I'll see that I'm at the 4th position on this window. And you think, oh, okay. Most people, when you search for something, you probably want to be in the top 5. So then you think, oh, I'm the 4th person. Yeah, but only on that screen. You go open another window or use another phone, and now you're in the 8th position. So it's all trickery nowadays. So a lot of people are using clippers to bypass all of that. They're hiring people in India, paying these people like $2 an hour. And all they do is clip all day and throw them up on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube. So that, you ever notice how you keep seeing a lot of the same already popular people? Well, they stay popular because instead of only relying on one YouTube channel or one Instagram or whatever, they create all these accounts. They're paying people that work overseas in India and other, poor countries to clip all day for them and throw up a lot of videos, and that keeps people popular. And then they put their, information at the bottom of the video. Like I seen one yesterday, a couple of days ago with Blueface and Krishan. It wasn't even from their account; it was from a clipping account, and it was telling you at the bottom to go to, their, Kick. I don't know. I never been on Kick before, but if you guys, I'm sure many of you guys know what it is. So and then I went and seen, man, there's so many clipping. Different clipping YouTube channels with just Blueface and Krishan. So I don't know. If I was Dontay London, I would be trying to invest into all of that, because you already have 70,000 subscribers. You're getting about 20 to 30,000 views of video. Some of the videos have went a little over 30,000, but you're mostly in that comfortable 25,000 per video drop right now. But if you throw some money at clipping, for a few months, you're going to grow way faster. So anyways, let me know what you guys, think about all this. It's Sunday, August 23rd. We got 1 week left in August. Depending on where you live, you might be going, oh, the summer is almost over. Where I live, summer is never ending. We still got a few more months. So let me know right now in the comment section. Do you think that Dontay London can finally keep a job? And, not only keep the job, but stay consistent on YouTube. And, maybe in a year from now, we're hearing some crazy numbers, here's some crazy numbers like, I just made 20,000, yeah. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love reading your comments. I read them all. And so let me know what you guys think about Dontay London. Do you guys think that for the first time he can, keep a job and stay in the right direction? Or do you think that this is just going to be still, the repetitive pattern? And I'm sure that, let's say he does head in the right direction finally, I think for his YouTube channel, he's still going to have to make up fake dramatic stories to keep people watching, because if his life goes too good, you might lose interest.